Okay, it's day 3. You're in that room with no windows and doors. And you're saying to yourself, you're getting the incantation going. Who's better than me? Nobody. What can I do? Anything. Who's better than me? Nobody. What can I do? Anything. Now you begin the process of self-examination, because the natural state for you right now, because things aren't working out as planned, is depression. And depression doesn't do you any good, because when you're depressed, nothing moves. So the first thing that you have to do is start moving around the room. Who's better than me? Nobody. What can I do? Anything. You get out and move. You get out and walk. You go outside in the sun. Don't sit in the dark, because you have to start changing your mindset. Remember the story about the frog in the boiling water? This is how you failed. You were sitting in that pot of boiling water, and it was slowly, the temperature was slowly being turned up, and you didn't jump out of the water, and you let things go, and it got hotter and hotter, and the next thing you know, you boiled damn near to death. Things fell apart. It wasn't a magic trick. It didn't happen. You know, like in that movie, Any Given Sunday, life is a game of inches. One too short, you don't quite make it. You go a little far, you can get a little further ahead. It's the same thing. So things started falling apart, and this is why you need to examine it to to find out where it went wrong. Now you got to figure out who you are. Oh, I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I'm a record man. I'm a drug dealer. Whatever you are, guess what? That's not what you are. That's not who you are. You're not what you do. You're a soul that's doing whatever it is. So don't make that attachment, because when you make that attachment, you're living from the outside in, when you should be living from the inside out. Think about that one. It'll make your head spin, but that's how it goes, because everything starts within. So now that confidence, you got to start building it back. So the first thing, don't let depression sink in. You know what? You know what happens to people that just lie around? The vultures, they start circling. They're looking for prey that's lying on the ground that's damn near dead, so they can feed on it. But you're not dead. You're not laying down. So you got to keep it going. So now you got to figure it out. What went wrong? Okay. Things started changing. Were you paying attention or not? Did you not make a meeting that you were supposed to meet, or sales? Or did you put something off that you were supposed to do? Little things. Remember to climb up the mountain. Now that you're down in the desert again, you need to have that same energy, that same enthusiasm that you had in the beginning, when you were a child, when you just got started, when no one could tell you that failure was a possibility, because guess what? You were young enough and dumb enough that you didn't believe in failure. You didn't understand that it's hot or cold. You just understood that this is something that I want to do, and you put your all into it. And that's how you get out of it, because you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. So you have to go back to the beginning. You start piecing it together. Now you start looking for, okay, what do I want to do next? That should be the question. Not, woe's me. Nobody's looking out for me. Nobody looked out for you the first time. I mean, you'll have your teachers, don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying there are not people that will give you a hand in your quest. But you live in the information age. You have more information in your pocket, or access to information in your pocket, than in any given time in history. Because what technology has done, it helps to support mankind. But people make the mistake and let technology make them dependent, make them stupid. Smartphones make stupid people, because they rely totally on it and forget their part in it. But this is what, you have the world in your pocket. Anything that you want to find out, you can find out if you search hard enough through that device. So now it's about educating yourself, understanding that you're living from the inside out. You're not a lawyer. You're not a realtor. You're a person. You're a soul. Now that you got that straight, you can begin the process of fighting back, to change your circumstances, to change who you are. And forget the people that'll talk about you, because there are people that'll help you. And at the same time, in helping you, they'll take great pleasure in letting people know that they're helping you. I had a situation where I had to go stay with a family member. And when somebody asked how I was doing, instead of saying, no, he's okay. Oh, he's sleeping on my couch. He all right. See, that made them feel better. Don't worry about that. Don't hear the noise, because this is a temporary situation for you, because you're built the other way. And the other way says that you can do anything as long as you keep that vision in your head. Now, don't put the vision on things. See yourself in the position that you want to be in. You know, you do the research on that thing. So the first thing you do is start moving, go running. When things had changed for me and I lost and started trying to build, I would get dressed every day. Yes, put on a full suit and get on the train and go to Midtown. Didn't really have a place to go, but walk around thinking. I wanted to be around that energy. I wanted to take it in. Go to Central Park and read a book. You know, just to get out from sitting in circumstances. So the first thing that you have to do is move. If you don't have money for the train, guess what? You have 2 feet. And your body is the instrument of the mind. So you want to keep that in pristine working order so that when your mind gives it the command, it can follow through with that command. So the first thing to do is movement. Get that movement going. Don't sit in that room. Don't get depressed. You know, you got to get your fighting weight up. Now you're doing your research, but you have to be around people and circumstances that will spawn ideas. You can't be around people that are negative, that to sit around and talk about, oh, the system and the man, and take that. So forget about your circumstances, man. It'll be all right. No. You need to be around people that are making things happen. And even if you're not actually a part among them, you need to be around them so you can absorb that energy. You don't need to absorb the energy because that's how you change your vibration. Because when you look around your circumstances and the people around you, you start to mirror that thing. So you want to be around people that are moving and that they're doing things. This is step number 1. Get moving. Start doing some research. Understand, this is what I want to do. Or this is where I went wrong. You know, things were changing and I started ignoring them because I kept doing it the old way. There's a great book, Power versus Force. When you were young, you powered your way through. But force, that's something different. You have to become a force. You can't stop a force because it's natural. So, this is day 3. I'll be back with day 4 tomorrow. And we're going to get out of there. But we're going to start examining ourselves. There's an old song that says you have to eliminate the negative, accentuate the positive, and don't mess with Mr. In-Between. Great record years ago, but it's a wonderful model for life. Eliminate the negative, accentuate the positive, because if you focus on the positive, more positive comes. And don't mess with the in-between. Don't be lukewarm about shit. Yes, I cursed. Ooh, yeah. But don't be lukewarm about it. You have to be passionate about it. You have to be passionate about you. I'm LaVaba. This is Spit Talk. Have a super amazing day. A positive attitude is everything, and expect a miracle. I'll talk to you tomorrow.